Hey guys, Ron back again. Gino's going to show up in a few minutes, so I thought I'd just do a quick scope in the meantime here. Frosted by Dolly, good to see you. Number one problem, Shannon Hughes, good to see you again. Number one, thanks for the hearts, guys. Number one problem I think people are having with headlines. I do want to say, since this is going to be recorded, hey Javid, hey, how's it going? Since this is recorded, it's going to show on catch.me, and I'm Real Millsy, good to see you. Since I'm going to be looking back on this a month from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, I want to just say at this moment, Bone Sage Streaming, good to see you. At this moment, I consider this an issue on Periscope. JRW, good to see you. Just because it's so new and it's just a perspective, it's just my perspective. Some people might feel a little bit differently. Hey, Frosted by Dolly, thanks for sharing. I really appreciate the share, guys. Keep up the sharing because we get to reach a totally different audience when we do that. And so here's what it is. I think that what's cool about Periscope is, just like any other blog or anything else, there's so many people that don't know who you are. So your headline attracts so many new people there, and you relate to them. You're like, here's 5 tips on how to get Twitter followers. Here's 5 tips on how to do better on Periscope. Here's 3 ways to save on time management, and here's 6 tips on time leverage. It's like we all relate to that. Here's how to balance your work life with your family life. I mean, we all relate to all those things. So you're reaching such a large audience. How to make more money on Facebook, or how to reach more people on Facebook or Twitter. You're just reaching very broad audiences when you use headlines like that. That gets a lot of people. There are just millions of people that don't scope, that are just sitting there waiting to get on scopes. They're sitting there on the global view that are sitting there waiting to get on based on those headlines. But what's happening is a lot of people are like, you know, I've been doing this for a little while, or I've been on YouTube for a little while, or I've been on Periscope now for a couple months, and you know, I got myself 50 or 100 or 200 people that show up very often. And so they're getting to the point now where like they feel like they have a little bit of a family, which is good. They got a bit of a family on here. But what's happening is they're just like, yeah, I'm just going to have a headline like, oh, check out what my kid just did to the tire on my car compared to last week or something like that. And then you're just like, well, I don't know your kid, and I haven't followed you long enough for that headline to be relatable to me. Or just something that's going on in their life that's extremely specific to a very small audience. Boo, no tires. A very specific audience, and a very specific thing that very, very few people in their close-knit group or family would know about. And so their headline has to do with that. You have been doing well recently. Well done, and thanks for your scopes. I really appreciate Javid Trader. Thank you very much. You guys should follow him. Sounds like a smart person there. So I got a lot more too. If you guys looked at the Facebook tag tribes, I have, I think this is the second headline out of the list of 14. I've updated it now to 14. It started off with 12, and now I'm up to 14 headlines I'm going to do, and this is the second in the series. They are not going to be in any order. And there's Gino over there. I got to go join Gino here, get going here. He's wearing a really green Yoda shirt over here. So I got to get going, and just give me one more second here, because I think, yeah, so basically the point is like, and I do this sometimes too. My thing might just basically say like, hey, you guys checking this out at Bar Louie right now? That might be like my headline, but it's like 99.9% of my followers on here, that means nothing to them. So it's just something I have to keep in mind from time to time. Yeah, yep, definitely Frosted. Come back, check out the replay later. I just did a thing on like how to get more replay viewers, and a couple people right away. I'm getting some people tweeting this stuff right now. Guys, I got to get going. I'm going to go have myself a BLT wedge salad. Those are really good. I'm a big fan of blue cheese. So I'm glad I was able to help you guys. And again, I have another 12 that I want to do right away. I'm going to interject some personal ones in between, but I want to do some high value numbered headlines for you guys soon. So I hope you guys can catch my replays, and I appreciate all the shares and invites on Twitter.